Hi students, welcome to our physics class now. So in this class we are going to explain the derivation of expression for the intensity of electric field at a point on the equatorial line. It is a short answer question topic, important one for 4 marks in second year intermediate physics in the chapter electric charges and fields. So first, what about equatorial line? So students, you can see the figure. There is an electric dipole that is separated by 2 point charges minus q and plus q with a distance 2a. So the line joining minus q and plus q is which is passing through the midpoint O is axial line. So axial line is nothing but the line which is passing through the midpoint of the electric dipole by joining minus q and plus q is called the axial line. So you can see from the midpoint O a perpendicular line, that is to the axial perpendicular line is drawn. So you can see the line joining minus q and plus q and from the midpoint O, so both are perpendicular. So the line which is drawn perpendicular to axial line is called equatorial line. So you can see the figure, that is OP is a equatorial line. So let an electric dipole having 2 point charges minus q and plus q separated by distance 2a. So 2a is called dipole length, electric dipole length students, and O is the midpoint of electric dipole length. From O to minus q, that is at the point A, the distance is small a. From O to plus q, the distance is small a. So total electric dipole length is a plus a 2a. So it's in the description you can see second point. So it's electric dipole moment P is q into 2a students. So you know the product of strength of the charge and dipole length. The product of magnitude of one of the two charges and the dipole length is called electric dipole moment given by P equal to q into 2a. So line drawn from the midpoint O of the dipole and perpendicular to axial line is called equatorial line. So let P be a point on the equatorial line at a distance r from O. So you can see students, we have selected a point P on the equatorial line. So the distance from O to P is r. Now, so at the P, so there is intensity of the electric field which is caused by plus q from B minus q from A. So intensity of the electric field at P due to minus q acting along the direction PA. So now you can see from the figure students, the intensity of the electric field at P acting from plus q is moving in the direction PD, that is denoted by E bar B. So intensity of the electric field acting at the P which is caused by plus q is acting in the direction that is PD. So there E bar B is written. Similarly, the intensity of the electric field acting at the P due to minus q is acting in the direction PA. So there you can see the downward direction. So at here that is written E bar A. So E bar A is the intensity of electric field at P caused by minus q in the downward direction, and E bar B is the intensity of electric field at P which is caused by plus q acting in the upward direction, that is P to D. So now you can see in this figure there are two right angled triangles students, BOP. OP is R, BO is A. So then hypotenuse will be equal to square root of R square plus A square from Pythagoras theorem. and here also hypotenuse equal to square root of r square plus a square from hypotenuse. So now the intensity of the electric field at P due to minus q acting along the direction PA is given by, so we know that intensity of electric field in the previous videos we explained the formula for intensity of electric field at a point in the electric field. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r square, but here r means square root of, r means distance from P2 minus q, students, P2 minus q, distance r is square root of r square plus a square, but r square is taken as what is, you can see in the side rough work, r square is equals to, so that is r square plus a square. Similarly, intensity of electric field at P due to plus q acting along the direction PD. So you can see in the figure, students. So intensity of electric field at P which is caused by plus q acting in the direction PD. So which is also given by the formula. So you can see EB, intensity of electric field at P due to plus q acting along the direction PD is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square plus a square. Here also, so we know the formula for intensity of electric field 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r square, but r is square root of a square plus r square plus a square, so r square is written as r square plus a square, students. So that is in the bracket, we know that E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r square. This is the formula for intensity of electric field. From that EB and EA both are written. So the resultant intensity of the electric field at P, the resultant intensity of the electric field at P is the sum of EA and EB. So you can see that, so E bar B and E bar A, the combination of these two intensities of electric field is producing the resultant intensity of electric field E bar, which is a moving from P to C direction. So in the direction PC, resultant intensity of electric field is moving. So this resultant intensity of electric field, so is making angles theta, so with E bar B and theta with E bar A. So E is the sum of EA bar, E bar A and EB bar. So the resultant intensity of the electric field at P is the sum of EA and EB, but EA and EB are resolved into two components, that is along the y-axis and x-axis. So EA and EB along the y-axis are resolved into EA sin theta, EB sin theta, and along the x-axis EA cos theta and EB y theta. You can see, so you can see this resolution of these components in the figure. So E bar B and EA bar both are acting, so with certain angles with respect to resultant intensity of electric field E bar. So that EA and EB are divided into, are resolved into components as EB sin theta in the upward direction, EA sin theta in the downward direction. And along the x-axis you can see, students, EB cos theta and EA cos theta. So EB cos theta, EA cos theta are acting in the same direction along the x-axis, but EB sin theta, EA sin theta are acting along the y-axis in opposite direction. So their magnitudes are equal but direction is opposite. That is why their summation will be 0. So here the last point in the resolving topic of EA and EB, but EA and EB are resolved into the components. So components as EA sin theta, EB sin theta along y-axis, and EA cos theta and EB sin theta along the x-axis. So now, so the components along y-axis get cancelled each other as they are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. So you can see this one in the figure, EB sin theta, EA sin theta. So on the P acting in opposite direction but equal in magnitude, that is why both will be cancelled. So next, so you can see this is the components along the y-axis get cancelled each other as they are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Therefore the resultant intensity of electric field E remaining remaining electric fields along the x-axis are intensity of electric field along the x-axis are EB cos theta, EA cos theta. So the summation of these two will give resultant intensity of electric field, students. That is why, so the resultant intensity of electric field E equal to sum of EA cos theta, EB sin theta. Sum means plus, that is why capital E equal to, capital E is the resultant intensity of the electric field acting at the P on the equatorial line. So EA cos theta plus EB cos theta. But we know that EA and EB, so which are taken from the previous equations, these two EA and EB. So these two are substituted here. So these two are substituted here. So now 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square plus a square is taken out common. Now we can get cos theta plus cos theta. So that is 2 cos theta. So it can be written as E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2q cos theta by r square plus a square. So now to derive the expression for cos theta, we are taking a triangle. So the triangle, students, here BOP. So the intensity of the electric field E bar B and the axis of electric dipole are separated by angle theta. So you may take theta, that is in the triangle AOP also. So you may take the triangle AOP or BOP. Now here we have taken the triangle BOP. So cos theta equal to, so formula, students, cos theta equal to adjacent to side by hypotenuse. So that is why adjacent side to theta is BO and BP. So now we can get cos theta. BO means, so you can see, students, BO is A and hypotenuse is square root of r square plus a square. R square plus square root of r square plus a square. Now substitute this one. So in the equation 1, so undo, so you can solve, you can find if r is double greater than a can be neglected. So now finally we can get rough work is also there, students, here during solutions, solving, during solving, rough work you can see. So this is the intensity of the electric field at a point P on the equatorial line. E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r cubed. So that's all, students.